Welcome to the latest crypto news from Google, proudly brought to you by Coinbase. And these are the news for today. The state of crypto, age, access, and agency. Let us read all about it. To update the dream, they are updating the system. Go to school, get a job, buy a home, work your way up. For older generations, the unspoken deal was that if you followed the rules and showed drive and resilience, you had a real shot at economic opportunity and prosperity, the American dream. Younger generations report that deal is no longer available. Just 9% of Gen Z, which is Generation Z, ages 18 to 25, and 19% of millennials, which is from the ages of 26 to 40, say the American dream is achievable for everyone. On top of school, high housing costs and high inflation, an outdated financial system stands in their way, built on legacy institutions that aren't serving their needs. That is true. While generational disillusionment with the status quo has been widely hyped via trends like quit, uh, quitting and lazy girl summer. The core insight of Coinbase quarter three state of crypto report is that these narratives miss the point. Yes, younger people are checking out of the status quo, but they are actively engaged in building something new. Instead of following conventional paths, they are adopting new, flexible models of work, ownership, and finance that don't rely on legacy middlemen. These new models move with them across the country, around the world, and as fast as the internet. Younger people today aren't waiting for anyone. They will be the majority of America's voters and consumers by 2028, so it's on political and institutions to catch up. Almost no one is happy with the nation's financial system. Only 9% of Americans are satisfied with it, and only 22% think it's better than any other countries. But young people are especially disillusioned by it. Just 7% say the financial system works very well for people like them. More than half, 52%, say they never or only sometimes use it. Fewer than one in five, which is 17%, think the US system is better than others, versus one in four people over the age of 40, which is 26%. New research for Coinbase examines how young people experience and access financial systems or not, where they think it falls short, and how they are taking their future into their own hands and creating economic opportunity for themselves. As younger generations become more pressured financially and more disillusioned by the system, they are also becoming more empowered by technology and emboldened by their growing influence as consumers, voters, to do something about it. Age. More than 100 million millennials and Gen Z adults grew up with the internet, mobile phone, and apps. When millennials had their early career prospects undercut by the 2008 financial crisis and Great Recession, they are popularized marketplace apps to convert their free time and unused belongings into extra cash and over a global phenomenon, the sharing economy. Gen Z had to adapt when the COVID-19 pandemic kept them locked down and living online, including socializing by gaming, learning to assign value to digital assets. They want legacy institutions to fit within their lives, not the other way around, and to be able to manage and move their money through the financial system as the pace of the internet and around the world. Only 5% of Gen Z and millennials call the system speedy. Only 11% call it innovative. They are much more likely to call it political and expensive. Of all generations, millennials are most likely to call the system outdated. 29%. Gen Z are most likely to call it confusing, which is 28%, as well as exclusionary, which is 29%. Agency. As the current system lets them down, young people are taking agency and building new paths to prosperity. They are more likely than older generations to want multiple sources of income, 45%, and to have side gigs, 32%. Millennials are generation most likely to want to work as hard as possible to achieve their goals, which is 48%. Three-fourths, which is 77% of Gen Z, want to choose their own paths rather than pursue the traditional path of college, home ownership, etc. They are seeking out new economic opportunities that don't depend on an outdated financial system propped up by cellulitic institutions, laying a foundation not just for an updated system, but for an updated American dream. One enabled by technology like cryptocurrency as a tool to update the system. Nearly nearly two in five, 38%, say crypto and blockchain can increase economic opportunities for them in ways traditional finances can't, versus 26% of older people. More than one in three, 31%, own crypto versus 12% of older people. Young people are more interested in crypto than older people because it's a global currency that can be accessed and sent across the world, 16% versus 10%. About one in four, 38%, see crypto as the future of finance versus less than 3 in 10, which is 28% older people. And they are taking action on crypto beyond just owning it, studying it in school, seeing it as an important source of jobs, and getting ready to advocate and vote in 2024 for candidates who are building for the future and against those who support a broken status quo. Together, millennials and Gen Z adults make up 40% of the voting age population today and will be a majority of voting age Americans by 2028. Half, which is 51%, say they are likely to throw their weight behind crypto friendly candidates in 2024. About 2 in 5, which is 39%, say politicians and policymakers should support technologies like cryptocurrency and blockchain to help future generations, versus 28% of older Americans. These generations will make up a greater share of the country's consumers and electorate tomorrow than they do today. And their push to use crypto as a tool to update the financial system and create more opportunity and prosperity for themselves will drive adoption of crypto in political and society. This is Coinbase second state of crypto reporting following the Q2 2023 report on corporation updates. Now, this is the news for today. Remember, it's Cash Money Master signing out. I'll see you in the very next one.